Ever wondered how the very first murderer was caught? No CSI, no DNA testing, no high-tech gadgets. Just a single, groundbreaking clue that would change the course of criminal justice forever. Today, we're diving deep into a story from nearly 2,000 years ago, a tale so pivotal it was recorded in the ancient Chinese book, The Washing Away of Wrongs. This isn't just a true crime story, it's the birth of forensic science itself. The year is 1247. In a quiet, rural village in China, a man is found brutally murdered on the side of a road. His body is covered in deep, hacking wounds. The local magistrate, a brilliant and observant man named Song Si, is called to the scene. Song Si wasn't just any official. He was a pioneer, a man who believed that the dead could speak if one only knew how to listen. He would later compile his lifetime of knowledge into the world's first ever manual on forensic science. Arriving at the scene, Song Si carefully examines the victim. The wounds are numerous and severe, clearly inflicted by a sharp, heavy tool. The shape and angle of the cuts immediately tell him that the weapon was a sickle, a common farming tool used for harvesting rice. This was his first crucial deduction. The killer was likely a local farmer, one of the victim's own neighbors. But there was a huge problem. In this small, tight-knit community, almost every single household owned a sickle. How could he possibly identify the specific weapon used in the crime? The task seemed impossible. Questioning the villagers yielded nothing. No one saw anything, no one heard anything, and no one was confessing. The case hit a dead end almost as soon as it began. This is where Song Si's genius truly shines. Instead of giving up, he devised a plan, an experiment so simple, yet so profoundly clever, it would echo through the centuries. He ordered every man in the village to bring his sickle and lay it on the ground in the town square, under the blazing summer sun. The villagers were confused, murmuring amongst themselves. What could this possibly prove? They reluctantly complied, placing dozens of sickles in a long, neat row. Song Si stood back and waited. The sun beat down, the air grew thick and heavy, and the metal blades of the sickles began to warm up. The villagers watched, perplexed and a little nervous. Minutes felt like hours. What was the magistrate looking for? Was this some kind of strange ritual? The tension was palpable. And then it happened. A single fly, then another, and then a whole swarm began to buzz around one particular sickle. They ignored all the other blades, clean and gleaming in the sun. But this one sickle, they couldn't leave it alone. They landed on the blade, crawling over its surface, drawn by something invisible to the human eye. The villagers gasped. The owner of the sickle turned pale, his face a mask of terror. Song Si pointed to the man and the fly-covered tool. The secret was out. Although the murderer had meticulously washed his sickle, trying to remove all visible traces of his horrific crime, he couldn't erase the microscopic remnants of blood and tissue that clung to the blade. These tiny, invisible traces were undetectable to the human eye, but to the keen senses of the flies, they were an irresistible taste. The scent of blood, no matter how faint, called to them like a beacon. The killer, confronted with this undeniable, almost supernatural evidence, broke down. He fell to his knees and confessed to everything. He had quarreled with the victim over a debt and, in a fit of rage, had attacked him with his sickle. This remarkable case marked the very first documented instance of what we now call forensic entomology, the use of insects in criminal investigations. Song Si's brilliant observation that flies are attracted to the unseen traces of blood laid the foundation for a field of science that is still used today to solve crimes. His book, The Washing Away of Wrongs, became a foundational text for generations of investigators, detailing methods for examining bodies, determining time of death, and distinguishing between accidental death, suicide, and homicide. Think about it. In an era without microscopes or chemical tests, Song Si used the natural world as his laboratory. He understood that even when a killer thinks they've covered their tracks, nature has a way of revealing the truth. The silent testimony of a swarm of flies was enough to bring a murderer to justice and provide closure for a grieving community. This story isn't just about a clever trick. It's about the power of observation, logical deduction, and thinking outside the box. It teaches us that the answers are often right in front of us, hidden in plain sight, waiting for a keen mind to notice them. It's a powerful reminder that the principles of justice and the quest for truth are as old as humanity itself. Song Si's legacy is immense. He proved that science could be a powerful ally for the law. While today's forensic scientists have an arsenal of advanced technology at their disposal, from DNA sequencing to digital forensics, the core principle remains the same. Every contact leaves a trace. Whether it's a fingerprint, a fiber, or the invisible scent of blood that attracts a fly, the evidence is always there. The case of the farmer and the sickle is more than just a historical anecdote. It's the origin story of modern crime scene investigation. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our enduring pursuit of justice. The next time you watch a crime show where investigators solve a case using cutting-edge science, remember Song Si and his swarm of flies, the humble beginnings of a revolution that changed the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible tales from history. Let me know in the comments what other historical mysteries you'd like to see uncovered. Until next time, stay curious, like and subscribe.